I want to get into the DAZN fights last night, and also we got to preview Canelo real quick. He making his comeback. No disrespect. I don't know if there's much to be said about the fight itself. Definitely want to recap that when the time comes next week, obviously. But for the most part, just want to get into the fact that I got in the ring with Marco Antonio Paribon back in the day in 2007. We fought in a Mexico versus USA duel, and I was 165 pounds. And the reason why I bring that up is because I know a lot of people talk about me being in the ring with Usyk, and it was around that same time frame that I was a bigger kid with a lot of muscle, and I had the quickness and the speed to get down at 165 pounds. So I seen him in the ring last time. I'm like, damn, like that dude look old. I have no clue. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say I have no clue because I'll just click on it to see how old he is. And I got to sign in, so I'm not going to do that. But I don't know how old he is, man, but it was just crazy to see him at 168 pounds. And you know, when we fought back in the day at 165, and it was just nothing but speed and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But to see him last time, I was like, damn, like I've been in the ring with that dude. I've been in the ring with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, you know, to see people basically mature, like that's the grown man weight, you know, too. You might have fought somebody in the amateurs at 130 and now they light heavyweight or something like that.
Yeah. Got to shout out my man Victor Morales Jr. Knocked out Diego De La Hoya. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like De La Hoya having a tough little week,
this
little
week,
month.
Yeah,
he having a tough little month right now.
Body shot.
Man.
This body shot month? You're like,
man. I think the first one was the hook. The second one was a body shot, right? Was the second one a body shot too? Or
it was like a hook body. I mean, it was so quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
But his legs, same thing you were saying. Mm-hmm. Same thing you were saying. And
the first hook was just timing and precision. I don't think you know, but me and Victor, we have a friendship. So I text him. As I was watching the fight, I texted him and told him, I was like, wow, like what is happening? I told him, so I said I was confused by both hooks. The first one is just looked like, it was just a lead left hook. And I heard on the commentary, they said it was Roy Jones, like, and yeah, like Roy had a quick left hook, but it had power on it.
Yeah.
And Victor threw a nice little lead left hook.
It was pretty, man.
And put dude down.
It was quick.
I say, y'all, I was confused by both the first knockdown and the knockout. And he said speed plus accuracy equals power, KO. He said nothing new, just going back to my roots and the amateurs. So he's got a great amateur pedigree. He's been in the ring with a lot of the best guys that are the best guys now at higher weights, but he's got all the experience. And I think that his career has moved a little slower. He's definitely had some contract issues and things like that. But I want to let everybody know that this ain't a fluke. This ain't just... No. It ain't just De La Hoya month. No,
you know Oscar showed him some love after the fight too.
Victor?
Yeah.
Supposed to.
Yeah, he showed him some love. He like Victor was interviewing some I think it was a guy from FightHype or something like that. But the Oscar came walking over there and, you know, great fight. You know what I'm saying? This is only the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And the guy really appreciated it because it's like, I just, you know, beat up on your relative.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Your relative.
I just beat up on your relative. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was classic. I mean, De La Hoya can't do nothing but go up with class now because but this has been, for the De La Hoya name, this has not been a good month, you know what I'm saying, as far as publicly.
Yeah, and then the main event was Zepeda and Arboleda, the same thing where it was just a couple of body shots. And again, of course, you see somebody go out with a body shot and it's like, you know, just that premonition of what just happened just last week. But again, this is what I said earlier. I think you want to see a warrior in the ring. And I think that this is what was missing from Ryan Garcia's performance. And I think that this is why a lot of people have a problem with the way that the fight ended. Because we see, even though this kid couldn't contend with Zepeda, wasn't going to get any better from him. Same way it wasn't going to get better for King Rye. It wasn't going to get any better, but he still got up. And he still got up. And then he's on the canvas rolling around. And I think that that's what people, they connect better to fighters that they see willing to for the sake of words, go out on their shield, willing to go until they can't go no more, willing to go until they're in that quicksand, and that quicksand just swallows them up.
However, you can't really make a career like that because it's going to be a short-lived career.
Yeah.
Now, it's easy for me to say, yeah, go in there and get him. But I got a beer in my hand.
Yeah.
Go in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not getting my eye socket split open. You know what I'm saying? So, again.
That's the tough pill to swallow for the fans. The tough pill to swallow for the fans is the fact that he gets to move on. Obviously, live to see another day, but fight and he didn't suffer any damage that took any true. He didn't have any true health damage, you know. Obviously, we don't know what's going on with the liver. Could be worse than we all even know. And you already know how fighters is. We not going to tell y'all until shit hits the fan. So we'll never know if there's anything wrong with the liver until he comes out and says, yeah, I can't box anymore. And here's an x-ray of my liver.
Why would you go bang?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have any, you know, life. It was nothing life-threatening that happened on the night of. And there wasn't really, you know, there wasn't that one punch that when he gets hit again with it, at least to the naked eye, when he gets hit with that punch, he's going to have a flashback, and the worst is going to happen after he gets hit. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, he saved himself, and, you know, a lot of people don't appreciate it, but kind of is what it is, and, you know, hate him for being smart. Is
there a way that you can, like, strengthen that area to take those kind of, or is it just because it's that soft tissue area that you just can't?
Well, the thing, and again, like, I didn't want this episode to be about King Ryan and Tank Davis, but it is what it is. He was releasing the shot, and as you're releasing and breathing, you're loose right there. You know, it's much different from when you're tight and ready for the punch. And like we always say, the punches that you don't see are the ones that either hurt the most, or those are the ones that put you out. You know?
Well, how ironic was it on the DAZN card, the co-main and the main ended with body shots?
Yeah. You
know, now, with that said, I know we ain't gonna keep talking about King Ryan, but do you think that by the King Ryan Tank, you know, y'all always taught to go to the body. Y'all always taught to, you know, head, body, all that. Mm-hmm. But do you think that that body shot that shut Ryan down, it rung out such an alarm that guys are starting to focus back on the body? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a body right there again. You know what I mean?
You mean like in this past weekend?
Yeah.
Are guys like going to the body because they saw what happened? I know for me, when I was turning pro, Miguel Cotto was the guy to me. And it was like, you got to learn how to throw that punch. You got to learn how to go to the body like that, you know? Never lost it along the way, but yeah, I mean, you get reminders of what can happen if you go to the body. But especially with Zepeda. I mean, that's his style. I didn't see anything different from Zepeda. He looked great in his fight. He looked sharp. He actually looked sharper than I've seen in probably his last 2 to 3 fights. I thought he looked the sharpest he's looked in a long time.
He's a dog, man.
And one thing I thought had been lacking from him, he's a dog, and he leaves his head just right there in the middle. So I've seen probably in his last 2 to 3 fights where he's giving shots, but he's also taking them. And it seemed like last night he was a little bit more responsible. And also his opponent really wasn't releasing a whole lot for him to contend with. But he just seemed to be sharper last night than he had been in a long time.
And he's not wasting no punches either.
No.
Like, his punches count.
Yeah.
He throws some hard jabs, man. Hard jabs. I mean, through it. Bam,
that was one thing like I had saw about him that I liked, and then I also was like, man, I wish he could learn how to put more speed on that jab and take something off of it. It's like he throwing with power in both hands and with every shot. And power is something that it's like just like y'all see on the game. Like it goes up and down, you know, and if you using nothing but power, it's gonna go down very quickly.
A little meter.
Yeah. But he's the kind of fighter where he's conditioned himself to fight like that, you know. So that's just his style. I thought he looked good last night. I've been wanting to see him
in
the ring with some names.
He did.
And then I kind of felt like, man, he's not ready for those names. But last night he looked good to me.
Hey. But, you know, in that division, people going to start taking notice.
Yeah.
because he's gonna come to fight. If he ever get one of those big opportunities, man, he's not going. I don't think he's gonna be one of those shy guys. I think he's gonna try to wrap it up.
No, that's the kind of fighter he is.
That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter who across from him. He gonna try to wrap it up. And he, at the end of the day, he's an exciting fighter. He exciting because he got a crazy engine, and he throws a lot of punches. Really, really aggressive fighter. I've liked him for a long time. I commentated one of his fights on NBC with Ring City back in probably did his in early 2021. But I liked him. You know, I didn't know much about him until I commentated him, and I was like, this kid is good. You know, reminds me of me. But no, he's a fun fighter to watch. So I'm hoping he takes a big leap soon. You know, I think he's well deserving.
Now, who's that up to?
It's up to he's with Golden Boy, so it's up to them. You know.